Hello, world. Welcome to our Global Press Conference again. 2020 is a time for many people will have to redefine their life to the new norm. Repurpose their available resource, space for a different purpose. For many people, living room was originally defined as a place for the family to get together, and now it's a place for productivity. People use it for work from home, to learn from home, and other area has been used for creativity and a studio. A lot of people actually have to find their extra space for their gaming tent. Today, we'll share with you how we're going to help people to reach that objective through our technology. We'll do that in the living room environment, in the studio environment, in the gaming tent environment. I understand people are all excited about gaming story or esport environment, but I would like to share with you there will be one extra thing before end our event today. We have an important cross-industry partnership we'd like to share with you today. So do stay with us. Let's go. In this spatial time, we have to do what we have to do. Using the available space to do our work, our learning. A good example would be many people have to use their living room, originally designed for the family to get together to relax, now becoming a working area or a learning space. We do understand at this moment, the whole world, the whole industry is short of supply because of the massive demand on people's need to work from home, to learn from home. And we are working closely with Google to make sure that we'll be able to address the need. Let's hear from Google.
Thanks, Acer team. I'm super excited to be here. You know, if you think about it, we've seen a huge shift this year of how we work and how we collaborate, both in our personal and our professional lives. And we really believe that this new way of working is here to stay. We call it the hybrid work style. And given the right tools, we can be super productive. We just need technology that is hassle-free and easy to use. And organizations need technology that is easy to deploy, easy to manage, and that's secure, which is why we've seen just a huge surge in demand for Chromebooks and products running Chrome operating system. Organizations need this kind of technology to modernize their IT. And just yesterday, the Chrome OS team launched even more tools and capabilities with our zero-touch enrollment to make the deployment of Chromebooks even easier. And we're super excited that Acer is a launch partner with this new technology. This partnership with Acer has been in the works for almost 10 years. And we couldn't be happier to be part of this launch here today with Acer, as you bring another set of products to multiple segments in the marketplace who can appreciate and enjoy the great technologies of Chrome OS and Acer. So with that, I'd like to hand it back to Acer to talk to you about your connected together innovation. Thank you.
Thank you, Google. In addition to Google, we do also work with multiple industry players, our important partners, Intel, AMD, Qualcomm, and MediaTek, to make sure that we provide kind of technology and product that will satisfy people's needs. For that, I would like to invite my colleagues, Jen, to talk more about that. What's up, Jen?
Hi, Jason. I'm doing well. Hi, everyone. Like Jason said, Our living room used to be a place where we relax, have fun. But now we need to change it into a classroom or a place we need to be productive whenever we need it to. Well, based on my experience, I think a laptop that actually has various modes, it can be used as a typical clamshell or a tent mode or even a tablet. So this device fits into your working mode so you can feel comfortably whichever way you want it. I'm happy to announce this beautiful Acer Chromebook Spin 513. It's with a 13-inch display, but in a size of a 12-inch, which is 1.2 kg, so light, so portable. And the cool thing about it, it comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 7C compute platform with an optional LTE 4G connectivity. So you can decide how mobile and connected you want to be. With the same spin form factor, I'm really excited to talk about this Acer Spin 7. It's our very first 5G notebook. It's also the world's first notebook powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon ACX Gen 2 compute platform. It supports both millimeter waves and sub-6 GHz 5G frequencies. It is designed for your multi-day usage that provides up to 29 hours of battery life. So you're always on, always connected. It's sleek and light, and it comes with the Acer Active Stylus with Wacom AES technology for authentic writing. I think it's really handy when you're using it as a tablet mode. At last GPC, we announced the Suite 5. It's with the full 360-degree antimicrobial solution. Likewise, we're using this antimicrobial solution on our Spin 7. And what is our Acer antimicrobial solution? We're using the antimicrobial Corning Gorilla Glass for toughness as well as additional safeguard. Secondly, other areas such as the keyboard, touchpad, and the surrounding areas, they are treated with a special coating that is mixed with certified silver ion-based antimicrobial material, proven to show a consistent microbial reduction rate against a broad range of bacteria. And now, we are extending this solution to our education lineup to provide a safer learning environment for schools and students and their teachers around the world. The antimicrobial education lineups, including both Chromebook and Windows-based notebooks, which are really suitable for remote learning. And as we talk about remote learning, Microsoft recently announced several new Teams experiences, such as expanding the team grid to 7 by 7, which will accommodate up to 49 participants at once in a single screen. This really helps teachers to interact and also have a better emotion connection with their participants. To learn more about Acer's education lineup with an antimicrobial, check out acer.com to see how you can include these technology to safeguard you and your loved one in their day-to-day life. As our innovation on notebooks continue to evolve, we're also looking into ways to support this new norm, such as actively providing a safer home through products like this, the Acer Pure Cool. According to CDC's recommendation, increased outdoor air circulation as much as possible is highly recommended. This 2-in-1 air purifier and circulator is compact yet very powerful, boosting up to 16 meters of airflow. It has a triple filtration system, including a HEPA 13 filter, which can remove 99.97% of particles as small as 0.3 microns. such as PM2.5, pollens, and bacteria. The purifier also emits anion and an additional silver ion-coated filter that helps prevent the spread of bacteria and viruses so your every breath is clean and fresh. Together, we're going to make it better. So breathe, relax, stay connected.
We rethink our home studio. The home studio has to be equipped with devices that is providing type of performance we need, come with the styles that we appreciate, and the color precision that the work desire. For that, I would like to introduce my colleague, Malolo, to join me. How are you doing, Malolo?
Doing very well. How are you, Jason?
Wonderful. It has been a long day for you.
It has been a long day.
For me too.
I'm sure. But also a very exciting day because today we are announcing the new Concept D7 and Concept D7 Pro. To do that, we partnered with Sydney-based motion designer and YouTuber Ben Marriott to take it for a spin. Let's watch the video.
Hi, I'm Ben Marriott. I am a motion designer and I teach motion design skills on YouTube. Working on different clients and on personal work, I have to design and animate in a lot of styles. Acer sent me the new Concept D7 Pro before the event to check it out, so let's see how it does when creating one animation in 12 different styles. I animated this bouncing orange character frame by frame. There are 12 frames in this animation, so I'm taking each one and going to approach creating it in a different way using various software and materials. I spend most of my days inside After Effects with a lot of layers and a lot of effects, so a powerful CPU and lots of RAM are very necessary to work quickly and effectively. With the latest 10th gen Intel Core i7 processor and 32GB of RAM, the Concept D7 Pro makes it run like butter. It comes with a choice between an NVIDIA GeForce RTX or Quadro RTX graphics. I'm personally favourable to the Quadro GPU, so that's what I'm using, and this is a huge help, especially when working with 3D assets and animation. I've been cautious to use 3D in the past just because of how hardware intensive and slow to render it is on my old machine. I'm also very curious about creating in VR, so I decided to tackle one frame using Quill, which is very new to me and a surprisingly intuitive way to sculpt. And as much as I love using the latest technology to improve my workflow, sometimes there's no replacement for the real thing. So I make any excuse to work traditionally and combine that with the benefits of digital art. A 4K monitor is also essential for my workflow, especially in After Effects when I want to have all of the panels open, and I love that it has a matte finish and is incredibly color accurate. This is really useful when putting everything together and making sure that all the colors stay consistent and vibrant for every frame. Now, with 12 frames in 12 different styles, our character has found new life. Whilst using the Concept D7 Pro, I got to experiment with new software and push my designs into new areas, completely unbridled. Which animation style was your favourite?
Thank you, Ben. That 3D modeling in Kill looks actually pretty cool. So let's go have a closer look at the Concept D7. Similar to the rest of the Concept D lineup, the Concept D7 comes with your graphics of choice. There is the Concept D7 equipped with NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Max-Q graphics, which is perfect for 2D and 3D projects such as video editing and motion design. For even more demanding tasks like engineering and CAD modeling, the Concept D7 Pro comes equipped with NVIDIA Quadro RTX 5000 graphics, which is able to handle even the most computing-intensive tasks. No matter which version you choose, they are both NVIDIA Studio certified, which means you're getting access to NVIDIA Studio drivers, which are able to accelerate creator software even further. Inside, 10th gen Intel CPUs power the Concept D7. You get a configuration up to 32 GB of DDR4 RAM and 2 TB SSDs. Apart from performance, color accuracy is a cornerstone of Concept D DNA. So we made sure that those 15.6-inch 4K displays on the Concept D7 are incredibly color accurate. They're able to reproduce 100% of the Adobe color space and are Pantone validated. Inside, 3 fans combined with Acer's Vortex Flow technology ensure that your device stays cool and responsive even under heavy workloads. Nobody likes noisy fans though, so we made also sure that while you're working on a device, fan noise does not exceed sound levels of 40 dBA, which is roughly similar to the sound you would hear in a quiet library. Since its inception, it is the mission of Concept D to empower creators with just the right tools they need. No matter if they're just finding their calling as design students, are already established and working in a studio on the next Hollywood blockbuster, or are engineering the next record-breaking Formula One car. This spirit is represented in the brand slogan, "Let creators be creators." So over the past 18 months, we have been working with critically acclaimed partners across the globe, such as design professionals, engineering companies, and design schools to do just that. Not only does Concept D hardware empower their creation, but we also work with our partners to garner critical product feedback that directly informs the development of future product generations. Let's have a look.
The measure of a good product is the effect that it has on the individual, on the ability for that to improve their life, on the ability for them to have an emotional experience with the product. As industrial designers, we do what we do for the people that are using the products, and that's at the forefront of what we do.
Nothing matters more in F1 than speed and performance. For us, it's important to be partner with the leaders on every single area. Acer is a leader in the IT system, and for us, it's very important to have the top of the technology on every single topic, and I think that we found the best partner possible. Concept D offers the best-in-class PCs and monitors by breaking limits in technology, so that our engineers can reach new heights in car design.
Commencé ce business en créant les flyboards à eau que pas mal d'entre vous ont pu voir sur les plages. C'est des engins qui volent connectés au jet ski.
Les écrans nous permettent, grâce à leur colorimétrie Pantone, d'avoir le vrai RAL, le vrai indice de couleur que l'on souhaite utiliser.
Je recommande vraiment le Concept D à tout le monde et surtout aux jeunes ingénieurs et aux jeunes créateurs parce qu'en fait c'est un ordinateur qui est vraiment puissant.
My name is Arnaud Lacaze and I am teaching at the Research and Innovation Department at Gobelin. It is obvious that creative image industries need at the same time very powerful technical environment. Hardware is very strongly solicited, and this is the reason why we are very proud of having this partnership between Concept D and Gobelin.
Concept D is a really good machine for rendering because it has the processing power of a high-performance desktop, but it's in a laptop form. Once you get a Concept D and you see the resolution, you see the vibrant colors, you see that sharpness, then you know that you're using a really impressive computer.
It's fantastic to see the variety of breathtaking projects that have become possible with the help of Concept D. We want to thank all our partners and can't wait to see what they come up with next. That wraps it up for Concept D. Back to you, Jason.
Coming to gaming. Gaming is no longer just play games in front of your computers. Gaming is becoming an e-sport ecosystem. That includes the game content, includes the hardware that we have been devoting ourselves to take the performance to the exceptional level, and come with a community that people communicate and people share, learn from each other. Going beyond that, we have a very important and exciting information to share with you today is the partnership with Microsoft Xbox to take the PC games and the console games and convert them together so people can even enjoy more. For that, I'd like to introduce Clark to join me. Clark, how you doing?
Good to see you, Jason. I'm doing very well. Thank you for the invitation. Jason's exactly right. Partnering with Microsoft for Xbox Game Pass for PC is quite awesome for gamers because typically the price of entry is the price of an actual game or whether or not your system can handle the game you actually want to play. And with Xbox Game Pass for PC, you have hundreds of games at your fingertips, including AAA. That's new launch titles as they come out, as well as other games you might want to try out. And we've also, that includes the EA Play franchise games as well, which is quite a cool library.
Now the whole thing is included in this Game Pass.
Yeah,
that is affordable.
There's so many games there. You have titles like Gears 5, Titanfall 2, and indie titles like Dead Cells. Now, we will be including this in our Predator and Nitro machines. We will pre-install this, so if you want to give that a shot and try it out for yourself, you will have that opportunity. Now, some people question whether or not our PCs can handle all these games.
Well, for years, we've been devoting ourselves to make sure that the thermal technology, which we emphasize a lot, 5 patents or hundreds patents on thermal technology to make sure that the user do enjoy the content.
And we've continued to advance it at every chance we had an availability to. And we've actually prepared a video to show you exactly what we've been up to. Let's take a look. Now, you run a game, things get hot. You want to run at peak performance, and we want to make that happen, which is why we've continued to make the latest advancements in cooling that we can. And this has begun with some of our latest with Vortex Flow. The Triton Hunt 500 is one of the first laptops to actually integrate this technology. Basically, by using strategically placed fans and thermal foam, we're able to generate the exact amount of airflow we want where we want it through the intakes, and create the thusly named Vortex Flow. Now, this has the added benefit of actually reducing the skin temperature of the laptop, as well as allowing us to inject more wattage into the machine itself. Think of this as performance per watt. The more wattage you've got running through the system, you're able to actually get more cooling from it. We've actually seen a 33% increase from our previous generation as well. This matters as well because if you want to keep the sound fairly level and not annoy anyone in earshot, you're going to need decent cooling, decent sound levels to do just that. Now, typically, we've only extended our Predator cooling technologies in-house, but now we're actually taking these a step further with our Predator Frostblade. We recently announced this at our previous event with the Orion 9000, and people asked, well, how can I get this fan blade for myself? We want to make that happen. This fan blade, of course, has the added benefit of predatorifying your machine. Are we guilty of that? Yes, but it actually is a really good-looking, very powerful fan. They're 120 millimeter, support RGB or ARGB, and have hydrodynamic bearings. These bearings pretty much allow it to remain durable even at high speeds. Now, beyond that, you also have anti-vibration padding, so that if you are running at high speeds, which anyone who games knows that you will be gaming at high speeds no matter what, this will reduce the amount of sound. Now, comparatively, if we look at this versus other fans, it knocks them out of the water. It has extremely high airflow and high static pressure. Static pressure is important because if you have your desktop somewhere like tucked under a desk like I do, or somewhere where airflow can't get to it very cleanly, that means it's impacted. High static pressure fan makes it so that impacted airflow does not interrupt the amount of airflow it can actually take in, which this Frostblade does have. So if you see yourself building a custom build in the future, possibly November when some new game titles will be dropping, why not step into the future with Frostblade? Now, obviously, we're not going to leave our laptops out in the heat, which is why we've continued to advance our cooling technology for them with our 5th generation of the AeroBlade 3D technology. We've managed to thin the fan blades from an already very narrow 1 millimeter to 0.08. And we've also added a wind guide to the top. This allows us to control exactly where the airflow goes and how efficiently it gets there. From the previous generation, we've actually seen a 10% increase in the amount of airflow generated from the previous generation. It's quite impressive. So if you want to have the latest cooling technology for your upcoming device, keep your eyes peeled for 2021, where we will launch these devices with this cooling technology inside it. Cooling technology is great, but what I want to talk about next are displays. You can have the most powerful rig in the world, but without a good display, it doesn't mean anything. Which is why we've refitted our Predator Triton 500 with the latest 360 hertz display. Basically, this allows you to push your frame rate to absolute extremes. Now, typically you're only going to reach these on first-person shooters, MOBAs, and some free-to-play titles out there, but the point is that you can. Now, laptop displays are great, but obviously we're not going to leave our desktop monitors out in the cold either. We have something very exciting to show you today, which is quite nice. If you've ever suffered from, some eye fatigue or anything like that, you're going to want this display on your desktop. This is the Predator XP3 Vision Care display, and it will completely change the way that you see your game. And that's because it's jam-packed full of eye-protecting technologies. Most notably, though similar to the previous X25, is light and color sense. Basically, these will adjust brightness and contrast based on the ambient light available in the room. It also uses adaptive light technology. This is quite cool because it will mimic the color that's on the screen and project it behind the display, which is usually a wall or something else, a poster, you name it. Now, beyond that, these are true low blue light certified displays. These are TUV iSafe certified. And that matters because if you've ever used blue light shield on your display, you notice that it adds a yellowish tint, which is not ideal for games. But now you can have that enabled from the get-go without any impact on color whatsoever. Now, in addition to that, you have all the high specs that you need for a display of 2020. A high refresh rate of 170 hertz in QHD, a low response time, and high color accuracy on behalf of being an agile Splendor IPS display. These are very important for, well, if you want fast gameplay at any time, that's what you're going to want on your desk. Now, if you want to try one of these for yourself, they launch first in the first quarter of 2021. So just contact your local Acer or Predator representative and try one out for yourself. Now, for long gaming sessions, you may say to yourself, well, I do get tired. What can I do to get a boost of energy? We have the answer to that with Predator Shot. New can, same delicious flavor. Not long ago, we announced our esports competitive platform, Planet 9, with the goal of helping players achieve, begin, or advance their esports journeys. And since then, the feedback has been incredible. We've reached players from over 129 countries. And obviously, we've continued to make advancements to Planet 9 as well. Most notably, this has been with clubs, tournaments, and Sigrid Wave, but more on that soon. Now, the changes we made to clubs are very notable because they allow communities, organizers, or friends to have a place where they can meet and greet and talk and basically get updates whenever they need them. Players and communities can also utilize the Club Lounge. In the Club Lounge, this is where the heads or the leaders of those groups can set up tournaments, organizations, and basically update their followers on what's going on lately. Now, tournaments have always been at the core of what Planet 9 is about. With these tools available to them, organizers and event leaders can really control exactly how they want to run their events. They also have access to the Bracket Master. This lets you keep an easy kind of sight on who's winning and who's losing. It's always fun to kind of track these sorts of things, as well as the integrated battle room. Now, the battle room is quite unique because using the battle room, those organizers, those leaders of these groups can actually assign a judge, and this judge will keep track of the rules. So no longer can we kind of hold companies or games responsible if things don't go our way. If we assign a judge that kind of listens to the rules we have in mind, that you have in mind, this judge can work with you to help you form a tighter, closer-knit community as well. Recently, Planet 9 actually had the opportunity to work with one of these groups who used all those tournament functions just like we said. Clue or rather Central London University Esports, which is an alliance of students from 4 London universities, use this in their 24-hour charity stream. Here's what they thought.
Hi, my name is Craig Whittywood. I hope you are having a fantastic time at the Global Press Conference. You're about to see a short video showcasing the amazing work that Planet 9 has been doing in London with University Esports.
Clue is made up of the 4 largest gaming societies in London. We formed Clue to help promote and drive university esports in London. For our first event, we wanted to host a 24-hour stream to raise money for COVID-19 relief, but we knew we couldn't do it alone, and that's where Huddle.gg and Planet 9 really helped to support us. Huddle.gg lent their time and expertise, and Planet 9 provided equipment, resources, and their platform, which was perfect for our event.
It had some fantastic functions like the tournament builder, which we used during the 24-hour charity stream to manage all of the different esports tournaments we hosted.
The platform was a game changer. Everything was in one single interface, from tournament format, standings, and communication, all in real time.
It's rare to find a platform like Planet 9. Our societies took to it really fast using the team page, creating their own teams in League, Dota, and PUBG, recruiting new players across our universities using the built-in communications. I can definitely see Planet 9 becoming more popular with other university societies, which is really exciting.
That's why, as an organisation dedicated to university esports, we've been using Planet 9's latest function, Clubs. It allows us to communicate directly with our growing community and showcase our events.
Now, playing with your friends is one of the most exciting things about esports, which is why we partnered with Curry's PC World stores to actually create some on-site arenas, the first of which is launching in November, with 30 additional stores planned throughout 2021. So if you want to experience what it's like to be on the ground floor of these events, playing with your friends, learning from coaches, and actually making use of Planet 9, you'll have the chance very soon. Just keep your eyes peeled for the announcements and the locations. Now, obviously, as we play online, we are playing on a global scale, meaning that language barriers are bound to become an issue. This is why we've created Sigrid Wave. Sigrid Wave is an AI-assisted translator whose primary goal is help communication with your teammates be as easy, fluid, and accurate as possible. Now, let's look at an example. Say you have a situation where you run into the ever-despised camper. Now, most translation software or other translations will unfortunately lead you to this: a group of friends sitting around a campfire, enjoying and telling camp stories. Instead of this, a sniper in the back of the map, his scope aimed, ready to pick you off as soon as you run into sight. And although this might be hilarious, unfortunately, this often leads to confusion, frustration, and an eventual loss, which is why Sigrid Wave has learned from over 10 million sentence pairing simulations and observed over 1,000 hours of video-related content as well. Now, at launch, we will have support for English and Mandarin, as well as the latest esports titles. However, if you have a title or language you think we should support, join us at Planet 9. We'll see you there. Now, we hope that with everything we've shown you today, you've seen something that piques your interest. For gamers, staying inside is never a huge issue as we work through our backlog of games. Still, remember to play safe, play smart, and play together, online if possible. But we do have something more to show you, so stay tuned now.
I hope you enjoy our gaming offer today. And as promised, there's one more thing that we're very excited to share with you: the cooperation through cross-industry. Our arrangement with Porsche Design actually create a new phenomenon for the industry. The two companies share a very common value and our vision. Let's hear from the CEO of Porsche Design.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I present the Porsche Design Acer Book RS to you today. Porsche Design's first notebook created in collaboration with Acer. When Professor F.A. Porsche founded Porsche Design back in 1972, he had a very clear vision. He was driven by an uncompromising approach to design as a functional necessity, not simply for aesthetics. F.A. Porsche's unique design philosophy is something he firmly instilled into the foundation of the company, and which is still strictly followed by us at Porsche Design. Today's product launch marks the beginning of an exciting new partnership between Porsche Design and Acer, one of the leading companies in the global computer business. The collaboration fuses Porsche Design's functional design philosophy and engineered mindset with Acer's technological innovations and deep knowledge in the computer segment. Combining the best of two brands, the new Porsche Design Acer Book RS effortlessly sets the new standards for performance and design. The notebook features an elegant silhouette with an aluminum frame and a lightweight magnesium chassis, giving it a weightless feel, while delivering maximum performance using the most advanced technologies currently available. One of the outstanding design features is the carbon cover. This thin, ultralight and robust material, also used in car manufacturing, provides a distinctive, minimalist aesthetic while representing the design language of Porsche Design. Today we are proud to launch the first product of our collaboration with Acer by delivering the new Porsche Design Acer Book RS and look forward to the future of our partnership.
Thank you, Jan. The working together with Porsche Design has taken our design effort and design inspiration to the next level. We are very happy to present you the new Porsche Design PC. Let's look at the product details. This notebook uses state-of-the-art technology and material. Let's spend a little bit time on the design details and the design spirit. This notebook is using full metal chassis covered by carbon fiber. And it's using state-of-the-art, the most updated, the newest semiconductor technology, the 11th Gen CPU from Intel. For that, I'll be happy to see what our friends from Intel to talk about the technology.
Thank you, Jason. It is great to be back at Acer's Global Press Conference once again. This is an exciting time of the year. This is a time when Acer comes out and unveils some of the most amazing technological advances that you're making, built on the innovations that Intel has. And today's not going to be any different. Last year in Berlin, on stage, you'll remember you and I spoke about Project Athena. Project Athena is Intel's multi-year journey and vision to help build a user-centric, user-first experience and make the world's best thin and light laptops that are out there. Last year, we announced the Swift 5 from the stage. Well, today, there's another leap in that innovation as we launch the Porsche Design Book, powered by Intel's 11th generation core processors with Iris X to the graphics. These are absolutely the world's best processors for thin and light notebooks on the planet. And when I say best, there is no exaggeration here. This is much more than just a generational leap in the SoC performance. This is the best experience in productivity, in creation, in entertainment, and in collaboration all at once with no compromises. It's built on the features of the CPU, the integrated GPU, leading artificial intelligence performance embedded in the SoCs, and the best in connectivity, whether it's wired with Thunderbolt 4 or whether it's wireless with Wi-Fi 6. So what does all this mean? It means that users can come and get the best experience that they're looking for on a notebook enabled with Intel's 11th gen core processors. Finally, a huge thank you to Acer for the work in really embracing Intel's latest brand. So in early September, we launched Intel Evo. Intel Evo signals all this platform level innovation and advancements and brand promise to a non-compromised experience. It highlights the best laptops that are out there that are going to help you focus and just get things done. And Intel Evo with Acer is going to give you the best of the best. So congratulations, Jason, and to the entire Acer team. We are thrilled for your innovation. We're thrilled to be your partner. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. In addition to the PC itself, we actually offer the whole range of accessory items designed by world-class designers. Combine them all together, we create a new style of life. Hope you will enjoy that. Check it out. This is pretty much what we have for you today. I want to thank you for your time, attention to watch us through our global press conference this time. Let's make sure that we enjoy ourselves, we work, and we stay connected for the rest of 2020 and year after. Do remember, from time to time, to get some fresh air, and I'm going to get some fresh air for myself. And now I'm going to take my new Enduro tablet with me and my new small scooters. Get some fresh air.